Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas. Interviews with world's most influential entrepreneurs that share tips about how to grow your business exponentially. Charismatic speaking, leadership, branding, marketing strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and today we are connecting from UK to US, and there is a surprise for you because today we're going to talk about inclusion and we're going to talk about business, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the funny. So we have our special guest. So Kimberly, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kimberly Cloud. I'm 39 and I'm running for state senator.
Okay, very good. Tell us about this. Yeah, what gave you this desire to say, okay, I go for it, and I want to run for state senator, which is a big goal.
Well, what I want to do, why I wanted to do it is because I want to advocate for the baby boomers and elderly, the veterans, the police, and many other things, immigration. I have the same point of views or same strategies that Donald Trump has with running for president. In fact, I tried to run last year, well, 2 years ago. I wanted to endorse myself and run for president, but I never got to see that. But to get back to the point, I sat up there and I decided that the teachers' pay was too low. The teachers' pay were too low. $2,878 is the median.
Wow, it's very low.
Average rent is 2,000. Like a decent place is 2,800. Well, 2,080. So that's their
It's a
whole
huge
paycheck.
difference.
Yes, and then think about them having to pay for a car note, insurance, clothing, shelter, like shelter as in like lighting, water and everything.
So education is one of the most important factors in society, right? So the teachers
Yes,
should be well remunerated, correct?
they should make more. And I feel like right now that it's just being pulled over people's head, like for instance, I'm not downing Biden in any shape, way, or form, but he did mention that teacher pay will be going up. And I'm like, why are you using it as a strategy when you should have did it in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
for teachers? Because they are the gatekeepers of the children, whether in a lower district, middle district, or higher district. They are the
Mm-hmm.
gatekeepers that teach us, and we have to adapt to them and them not to us. And if they're burnt out, they're not going to want to teach us.
Fantastic, exactly. They have to be well compensated. They are. I always said that with education, those ones that don't have can have, right? So that is what is the backbone of society. Now tell
Yes.
us about your business, about your interviews.
Okay, well, my interviews is pretty cool. I've interviewed Will Roberts from Oppenheimer. I have his personal number and his email address. And
Wow.
I've interviewed Zach Wallman. He's a actual magician that do private and large shows for magicians like Whitney Houston. He performed for her before. Then I interviewed people like who else? Kevin Stone. Kevin Stone is a Hollywood hypnotherapist that had a sitcom called Celebrity Boot Camp that's in Hollywood. And I've interviewed DC Glenn from Whoop There It Is. He'd be like, Whoop There It Is. Like, it
Ah,
was a great catchy song, it was a happy song, rap
wow.
song. And pretty much I enjoyed every day interviewing them. I got to learn a little bit more in personal intel of Will Roberts, Zach Wallman, Kevin Stone, and DC Glenn. I've also talked for 3 minutes to Damon John. I got to speak to him for 3 minutes. And he's
Wow.
from Shark Tank. Yes.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
he yeah, he inspires me. And I look up to the Trump administration because they are wonderful people that have to go through a lot of trauma with the events. Like if you decide to run, make sure, like you said, you have money. Because if you don't have money, they will just ball you up like a piece of tissue like that, and they be like, "Okay, it's over."
Yeah, you
Got
in
her.
US, you have to have money if you want to run, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell us more about what do you believe in terms of inclusion and in terms how we can make a U.S. society a better place.
Oh my God, so many things. Like I said, bless you, by the way.
Thank
So many
you.
things. We got teachers' pay that needs to go up to at least 10,000. I think that across the board, everybody's pay, that whether associate's degree or bachelor, should make a bracket of 8 to 10,000 for the jobs that they do. The more upper pay, the less depressed, the less mental health, the less they're struggling and out on the street. Now, the homeless people, there should be a 3-tier system. The competent one, number one, immediately 3 to 6 months get their own place. The moderately competent ones, they have to do a training into a training type shelter for 3 to 6 months to learn about what it takes to pay bills, and then they go off to get their own place. The incompetent ones that want to be competent stays a year in the program. Now, police pay is roughly $6,000 a month. 6,000. So if we make it 10,000, they wouldn't be burnt out. Their benefits would be a little bit better for their children and their wives or husbands, because they they have to go out there and see death. They have to go out there and do shootouts. They see a lot of stuff that typically normal people don't see, detectives included. And then you got, so we did teachers pay, we did police, and we did one last thing, and what else? Homelessness, and then it's another one. Um, I can't remember the other one off the top of my head because I haven't been studying, but like I said, teachers pay need to go up that way to a $8 to $10,000 bracket. Then the
And then
apartments that we get, they should go up maybe 2.5% every year or 1.5% every year. That way it won't be as hard to save your money and make it in the world. And that will make people feel more comfortable. Now, in the police force, you can sit up there and get a police officer into mental health that's not affiliated with the actual police force. That way they won't be prejudiced towards that particular officer if the officer does have something wrong with him.
yeah, so I think that like I said, I like the idea of about the homeless, right? Because if they have the ability to get trained, right, and to learn new skills, right, they can be open the path to find work, right? I think in US there is work for everybody. It's a huge country. I've been there several times. There is no such a thing as no jobs. I think that the more education and the more training we can offer to to the society, it doesn't matter if you're homeless, if you're black, Chinese, white. If we can generate equal opportunity for everybody, right? Then
Exactly.
it's a more fair system that everybody can. It depends of the individual effort of everyone involved, rather than sometimes some stereotypes and bias determine the future, the positive or
We
the
need
negative
more.
outcome of the people out there. Even for
Also,
elections,
yeah,
you're running for the candidate is really tough.
we
If you're
also
not white
need
in US to win, right?
yeah, we also need more jails, more jails. Because what's happening, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been to jail, and I am on probation right now, and
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't hinder me from running for state
Of course
senator.
not.
But I just wanted to state that, because what I've seen in jail is unlike never before. They rotate this was my first time messing up, and they rotate people in and out of jails. They sit up there, people with repeat offenders, they rotate them in and out of jail.
Wow.
They don't rehabilitate them. Like if they go to jail one night, the second night they're out.
Because there is no space.
So, but listen, because there's no space, there's only one jail in and they rotate them in and out, and that's not good. You need to keep them for a while until you figure out whether they want to go to prison or not. What I did, I shouldn't have had to stay as long as a repeat offender felon that came in, killers, people doing bad things, causing bad harm, rotated in and out, and then the shelters aren't no better.
In which state was this one? This is
Seattle, Washington. Then what else? The homeless, the shelters, they're no better. They're corrupt. They allow people to do drugs there. They allow people to tamper with people's items there. There's no zero policy for that type stuff. You know, they may write it on paper, but this is government funded. So why is that happening? Everything in the state I've been through.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that the leadership is about to try to go there and make a difference. And I agree 100% with you. Your past is not your future, right? The opposite, because you have been there in prison. You know exactly what are the problems that they have and how they can be improved. So I think that if we're going to represent society, we need to represent from all walks of life, right? Not only the selected number of people with that go to college, university, and have a happy life. If the government and parliament is going to be full with that, only it will be not representative. So from here, from UK, we wish you the best in your campaign. We wish you to win, and for everyone that is listening that is from US, please support Kimberly and her path to be a role model, and to make sure that everybody get a good education. And that's why the teachers should be well paid, so they can be well motivated to give the lessons. And remember, with education, those ones that don't have can have. Also for the homeless, let's take the homeless seriously. Let's give them training. Let's help them out to come back to the life, rather than support the drugs and things like that. That at the end of the day is government funding, and rather than protest, they making a different path what they supposed to be. So thank you so much, Kimberly, for your words. And bye for now. Thank you.
Bye.
Follow us for more on charismatic speaking, leadership, exponential business growth, branding, marketing, strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.